Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Going back at the wall, he leaps. Hill dives. Did he get it? He did. Up the middle. Trey Turner to his left. Pops up. Fantastic break. Down to the third. And inside the park. Home run. He's done it. Home run number 50. Weig on his way to second. Going to be a play. And he is out. No. Are you kidding me? It can only happen in the wild card game. Down the line it goes. Here comes Jensen. The Indians win it. Here it comes. He struck him out. Taylor ties it. Oh, what a finish. 2 and 3 run.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for...
Daytime baseball. So coming to the plate, Whit Merrifield. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Zero daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
And the pitch. grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
Digging in, Alex Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. 2 down. At the plate, Hunter Dozier. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Into the box, number 66, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Skied into straightaway right. Number 52 will get there, and he puts it away to... Now at the plate, number 52. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, number 52.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bullet back up the middle. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
And you have to like a center fielder that's willing to sell out and go for broke there, but he just can't make the play as the ball sails over his outstretched glove. And by the time he tracks it down, it's just too late for him to hold the batter at second.
And he'll step off and go to third here. Runner's back. Into the box now, Brian Anderson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. In to score, the runner from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Here's Starlin Castro. Previous history with Ian Kennedy. He brings with him a .313 batting average. 2 of those hits were for home runs. In time as he just gets the tag down. Kennedy sets his sights. Coming at him with the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 3-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in now, Brian Goodwin. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Anderson is there. One down.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And when you talk about third base,
Let's play ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. The windup and the 0-1. pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Striding in, Ian Kennedy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready now for the Marlins, number 44. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. One out, nobody on. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Now batting, Lewis Brinson will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
It's 1-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. With Merrifield next to hit. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Stepping up to the plate, Raul Mondesi. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but it's off his glove. The relay. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
In now, Salvador Perez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Perez is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
And he will get there to make the running play. Leading off the inning, Wei-In Chen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. To 2-2 now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Realmuto, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Chen, base runner at first with 1 out. Too high, ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count offering on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So stepping in, Brian Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Miami. They trail it here 4-2. Digging in, Brian Goodwin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul.
Play ball. He's out. 3.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ian Kennedy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch here is softly hit down the line to third. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Brinson's in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Into the box now, Derek Dietrich.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Drilled to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. hit hard on the ground is short. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Royals have elected to...
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter ruled safe.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat ramp. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Chen sets. Here it is on 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in now, number 66. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Digging in, number 44 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Left fielder, number 44.
First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Line drive to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first down. And that misses for ball one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That evens it up 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. High in the air out to center field. On the run is Goodwin. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. JT Riddle will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In there, no balls and a strike. Looped out towards short. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into the pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Too high. 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Marlins leave 1. Drew Wasinski takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 55, Drew Wasinski.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. No hits to this point.
Leading off for the Royals.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. 1 away. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here it comes. This is on the ground over the first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Digging in once again, Brett Phillips. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. KC down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Stepping in, JT Realmuto, 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored back in the first. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. And a fastball just a bit up. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. But a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Perez waits on it. 1 down. Settling in now, Brian Anderson. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Ready once again, Derek Dietrich. A hit in 2 tries so far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Look out. 2-0 now. Outside. 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
In there, 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Starlin Castro. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Phillips will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty D, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Marlins strand a pair. In now, number 64. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Hit down the 3rd base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. 1 away. with Merrifield next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that's taken for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Raul Mondesi will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. A pitch out, the throw, short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he bunched him up a bit as this is lined softly over first. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tough, the hip tough. Was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, number 66. And he hits it hard to the right side. Starlin dives. What a stop. How about that? Standing in, number 44, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. And that will bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Brian Holiday will get to call the pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. So the lineup flips over and digging in, number 52. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. The 1-1 home is taken for strike two.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Kyle Barraclough has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 52 has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. At the plate, Brian Goodwin, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Comes set, and the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The 0-2 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Grounded to the right. Gloved by Castro. Flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Brett Phillips. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Seared down the first baseline. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Jorge Bonifacio will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is... Jerry Vasto is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Third baseman, Brian Anderson.
First delivery to him on the way. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. Now another 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here's Starlin Castro, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Vasto stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a 24th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Brandon Maurer enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 37, Brandon Maurer.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2. Maurer, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 23rd round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Nope. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Skied into very shallow right. Phillips is there for it, and that's in there. Base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
Castro stands at second with 2 gone. Nope, that's tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out. With Merrifield next to hit. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. To the left side, but it's well foul. High in the air out to center field. Brinson is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. From the stretch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. 1 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Alex Gordon. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Now here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon. And the lead is now 7-2.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep. But it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Into the box now, Hunter Dozier, as he puts it on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, number 44, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Willie Peralta takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
43, Willie Peralta.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Throw over to first, just keeping him close. couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouchbang. Number 79 will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 52. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Down and away, ball 1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Fastball that just misses inside.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Into the box now, Brian Anderson. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. First and second now, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air down the right field line. Phillips on the move, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brian Anderson becomes out number 2 this inning. Derek Dietrich is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. His career line against Willie Peralta. He has 9 base hits in 17 at-bats. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Full count now, 3-2. Miami down to their last strike. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-4 the final finish today. The Royals led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Ian Kennedy gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 7 runs on 16 1 error. They left 6 men on base.
Hi, this is Ken Griffey Jr. Welcome to the show, Retro Mode.
Strike! Strike! Out!
Time out. Play ball.
Foul ball! Strike! Out! Foul! Home run!
That's a home run.
Strike!
Time out.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Hitting first in this championship round, number 23, Nelson Cruz. seconds left. Another home run. That ends the round. He finishes with 2 home runs. And that won't be enough to win. Unfortunately, he has one. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Nelson Cruz.
On a bliss. During hot day in Houston. So stepping in, David Peralta. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Hit out towards second. There is Altuve. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Up next for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Fouled away. Verlander ready with another 0-2. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. To his left, Correa. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and one to count. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to do.
Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And he is tagged out here. Into the box, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Career line against Greinke. He's gone 2 for 6. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it goes right under the glove as he can't even knock it down.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Springer leads off second with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Here's Carlos Correa now. Career line against Greinke. He's hitless in 6 tries. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 1-1 home. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jake Lamb. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. At the plate, Steven Souza. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's Chris Owings now. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one skied out toward right. Peralta's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bounce to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Career line against Greinke. He's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Dyson. It's up and out of here into the archway. Evan Gattis now standing in. As he takes a bold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Gattis is sometimes called bold for apparent reasons. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but the grind.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros off and running on the solo homer. We play. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the 3rd inning in this one on MLB Network. Verlander gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. His line against Justin Verlander, he's gone 2 for 5. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Throw into second.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Here's Gerard Dyson. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Altuve for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Stepping up now, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Dyson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Dyson off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-2 gets the outside corner. Strike 3. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Career line against Greinke. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's Greinke's 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Here's George Springer, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A shot down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one, heading to third for the 3-bagger.
Jose Altuve is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, he's going to have to forget about that triple right there and bear down on this next batter. Have confidence in his catcher if he wants to bounce something and be on the attack.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sliders in for a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. They'll try again, 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Up the middle and off his leg. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Jake Lamb standing in now. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman has it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Goldschmidt. But the feed to the pitcher is thrown away. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Gurriel stands at second with no outs. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing something outside the zone.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Owings showing off his range. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Riding in once again, Josh Reddick. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a high chopper. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, if he isn't, you know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A wave and a miss.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Jose Altuve is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. 1-1 the count now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fielded by Owings. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So striding forward now, Chris Owings. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He swings and grounds it to short. Correa is there, and there's out number 2. Here's Gerard Dyson, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Altuve has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks do get one back. Curtis. Now to the plate, Yuli Gurriel. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Missed with a slider.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter.
The left fielder, number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in is Pollock, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Standing in, Brian McCann comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. No balls and a strike to count. Gurriel at second. Gonzalez on at first with nobody out. Another 0-2 from Greinke. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Next will be the designated hitter, Evan Gattis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So digging in now, Josh Reddick. And he fouls this one off. 2 down, runners at first and second. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Now in the box, David Peralta. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit on the ground out for short. Rowe gets him at first base as he took away a sure base hit that time. And here's another look at that highlight reel play with show track. He didn't have a lot of time to react, but he made a beautiful diving stop, and then you see the good hard throw across the diamond to record the out. Nice work. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Randall Delgado gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And it's fouled away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
still even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And another foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A high fastball is in there. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Alex Bregman becomes out number 2 this inning. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Lamb swings, and it's hit very well out to right. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb, and it's a 7-2 game now. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The count now at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Showtrack. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Here's Chris Owings now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. One 1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Alex Avila waits on deck. Verlander has been strong to this point. He's given up just the 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. Count still full, 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
There's ball 4.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. He's got to hurry on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Now batting, right fielder, David Peralta.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta. Two outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. 0-1 the count. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. Two. Through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Bottom of the 7th inning. He'll go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Play ball.
Ready for another chance, Chris Owings. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Houston Astros took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Justin Verlander is the winning pitcher of record. Zach Greinke was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In now is Adam Eaton, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. Underway in our nation's capital as the first pitch is looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
On the ground, a second for Baez. In time to first, and there are two away. And now for Washington, Bryce Harper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. No balls and one strike. Behind 0-2 now. Lester's 2-0 home. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Contreras is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. A solid start to this one. Standing in, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Here's Chris Bryant now. Past battles with Scherzer. He's only 1 for 10. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
And that's the second out.
Batting third, first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end. Striding in now for the Nats, Anthony Rendon. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Daniel Murphy now. His past history against John Lester. He's gone 3 for 11. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Murphy, 33 years old. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Here now the 2-2. Is in there, a called strike 3. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Batting seven, catcher, Matt Weeder.
Now at the plate, Matt Weeder.
Play ball.
Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Now the relay home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Contreras is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Popped him up. Murphy backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the dish, Matt Wieters. Not easy to do his job and get out of that crouch at 6'4", 6'5", and throw an absolute rocket down to second base. And oh, by the way, hit from both sides of the plate. Look for him to have a big day today. Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Past battles with Scherzer. He's 4 for 11. No balls and a strike to count. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One left. Coming to the plate now, Michael Taylor, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Well, right back at Lester on the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with 1 away now. Digging in to try it again, Adam Eaton. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. popped him up. Bryant over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Third inning, no score to this point. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Javier Baez, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. A fastball that just misses inside. Now the 2-0 home. Drives it out to deep right center field. Eaton on the move. Makes the play, 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Weak roller right side. Zimmerman scoops it up, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Ready now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll be back in standing up.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
2-1 the count. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on for him.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here's Bryce Harper now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Half. is there to put this one away, and perhaps an over-anxious Harper is set down on the first pitch he sees. Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting, second base.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounder down the line at third. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So striding in. Kyle Schwarber, a base hit in his first trip. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
1-1 to Schwarber. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Count even now at 1-1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Here comes the first pitch. Hit to short. Russell's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Michael Taylor will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like
hit high and deep out to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Max Scherzer, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, two tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Max Scherzer becomes the second out here in inning number 5. First delivery to him on the way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Here's Jason Hayward now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right side. Zimmerman has it. Flips it underhand. And Zimmerman will throw across the diamond in time for the first out.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
So coming to the plate, Javier Baez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Another 0-2 coming. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Javier Baez becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Digging in, Trey Turner. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. Fouled off. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. A bouncer to the left side. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now. Bryce Harper. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. High in the air out to center field. Happ has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. In now is Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belted high in the air out to left. Schwarber racing back, and that one is gone. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Liner towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Standing in now, Ryan Zimmerman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he takes strike 2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there's one down now. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Chris Bryant becomes out number 2 this inning. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Curveball that time, not even close.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Matt Grace, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well, they let him go after one on 3-0, but he didn't get the sinker. 3-1.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Cubs. Now at the plate, Matt Wieters. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along so. Far over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Michael Taylor. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Matt Grace. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. 1 ball, no strikes to count. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Baez has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Enny Romero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Enny Romero.
Outfield playing him to pull. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Popped him up. Rendon over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
He throws him on the fastball there. Kyle Schwarber becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th.
Rough ball.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike one.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. In now is Adam Eaton. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Contreras shading to his right. 1 out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Striding in, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
He throws him on the fastball there. Trey Turner goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Albert Almora will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Second baseman, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Ball 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite
The
you.
3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Steve Cishek enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. In now is Anthony Rendon. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but yeah, have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here it comes. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Hard hit at third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Here's Daniel Murphy now. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. The 0-2 home. Tapped down the line. To his left, Rizzo. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Line hard toward right center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters.
So 1-1. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The 1-2. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Number 53.
Called to the bullpen here as the hard-throwing right-hander Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch. Quick check on that time run at first. And he's back easily. Happ gets his lead at first, nobody out. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he finds himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Benoit's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Struck him out. Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run. Sean Doolittle comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1. Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone. Ground ball right into the shift. Murphy's got it. One there. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over. Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th. But that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all. And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Washington rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Max Scherzer is credited with the win. John Lester to settle with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
1 run, 8 hits, no errors. Left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Max Scherzer. Give the save to Sean Doolittle. The loss goes to John Lester. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.